Joshua Komisarjevsky's alleged confession of police, the centerpiece of the Cheshire home invasion trial today. Good evening, everybody. I'm Keith Coons.
And I'm Sonia Baghdadi. Ann Nyberg has tonight off. The jury also today saw some very graphic evidence. News 8's Jamie Muro with the latest on the day's developments live from New Haven Superior Court tonight. Jamie?
Sonia, this was a difficult day for many, even in the gallery. A courtroom was simply stunned by what they heard today. That cannot be overstated by what played out in this courtroom today. For the first time, we hear Joshua Komisarjevsky's taped confession to a police detective in Cheshire. He waived his rights, signed a form waiving his rights, and in this taped confession, he goes step by step of what happened inside that house, including the sexual assault of 11-year-old Michaela Pettit. The psychological pain must be excruciating. The Pettit family sat through agonizing testimony Wednesday, and for the first time, family members would hear the voice of Joshua Komisarjevsky.
I guess one of the reasons I'm here is to try to hear the facts, and I guess that may be some of the facts, but I'm not sure that everything I'll hear will be the truth.
Cheshire Police Detective Joseph Fatello testified he interviewed Komisarjevsky back at headquarters hours after the invasion. On the tape, Komisarjevsky says he never intended to harm anyone. He puts the blame on his partner. It was Stephen Hayes who encouraged him to strike Pettit on the head with a baseball bat. It was Hayes who wanted to kill the family, worried about DNA. It was Hayes who bought the gasoline. But on the tape, it was Komisarjevsky who admits sexually assaulting 11-year-old Michaela, saying one thing led to another. Earlier in the day, pictures of the women's bodies were presented to the jury. Police and fire personnel found Jennifer in the family room, burned beyond recognition. Haley was at the top of the stairs, Michaela in her room, still bound. Most of the jury kept their emotions in check as they passed the pictures to one another.
I think the reactions were a little bit more subdued. They may have been warned, I'm not sure. I did notice a lady wiping her nose and her eyes, but of course I'm only on one end of the jury, so I'm not sure what they're doing or how they're feeling.
Back to the tape confession now. In it, Komisarjevsky frequently talks about how he moved Michaela from the master bedroom to her bedroom, then he would check on her periodically. He says he untied her at one point because she was sweating, brought her a glass of water, and then sometime after that is when the sexual assault occurred. Now, I spoke with Michael Dearington, who's the state's attorney, as he was leaving the courthouse today. Thankfully, he said there's only about 20 more minutes of this tape that the jury has to hear tomorrow. In fact, Judge Blue stood up in court today saying, stop the tape. A juror was having problems with what he or she was hearing. So court then was in recess, again back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. We're live in New Haven. I'm Jamie Muro, News 8.